family. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these streets of Skitlanta, Georgia. Let's get in here and talk about this conversation between Lynette and Shara. Because Lynette is trying to convince Shara that she needs to testify against Bethany. Let's get in here and see how that goes.
Hey, Lynette.
Hey, beautiful. How are you doing?
Doing good, girls. At this hair store, trying to get Brooke and Destiny some hair. Got to do their hair later on tonight when they get back from the mall.
Nice. I am actually just leaving Greg's office.
Oh, wow. I was there earlier. What you? Yeah, what'd you go for?
He actually asked me to testify against Bethany in court.
That's crazy. He asked me the same thing.
And what did you say?
Girl, I told him, with Brooke still staying there, I just don't want to get involved in a family drama. I just feel like it would cause more chaos than what it already is between, Big Bertha and I.
Right.
Big Bertha.
Right. I mean, I do understand your point of view. However, I told him that I would gladly do it. I do have my reservations. However, I think about, the things that I have gone through in the past with her. So I literally don't owe her any allegiance. So I did tell him that I would go ahead and go to court with him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. As much as I would love to do that, I just don't want to, cause any more problems,
Well, it really isn't you causing problems. It's just you kind of dealing and putting up with them. I really think it might be something that you could really keep on the table, Shara, only because you are your voice for your daughter, and it would really kind of give some perspective for Brooke as well. Just so she can see that, it's not okay for Bethany to be bullying her. It's kind of your time to shine as well, Shara.
I mean, I understand that, and like I said, Bethany, everybody would love to take her down and, and get justice or whatever.
What do y'all think? I want to hear from you. Do you think that it's a family matter that both of these women need to stay out of? Do you think it's an opportunity for them to voice their opinions and let Bethany know exactly how she is, let the courts know the type of person and character she is and what they've been through with her over the years? Will it make a difference or a change in Bethany? And do you think if they do that, it's going to cause a wedge between them and Larry? You think Larry is going to have a problem with them testifying, or it's not going to matter? Let me know. Let me know one way or another. What do you think about this situation with testifying?
They're trying to get from her, but that's their family stuff, and I got enough issues with Bethany, with the whole. I just don't want to get involved, girl. I don't. I just don't. I just feel like it's gonna cause, like I said, bigger problems. And I don't want Brooke to, her to be in the house with them, and she looking at Brooke all sideways, and it's just too much for me, girl.
Well, I mean, again, it's not really something that you should shelf completely. I really do think it would be worth your time to really use your voice in this aspect, because Bethany does get extremely disrespectful with everybody. She bullies the girls and bullies everybody in her presence. And I just think that it would be a great time for you and I to really voice our opinions for our children and for ourselves as women, because she is continuously disrespecting you and I as the mothers of these children.
Yeah, I understand that. I do. I don't know. I don't know, girl. I just, like, right now, I don't know. I just don't know. So,
okay, well, sleep on it. Think about it.
Yeah. All right, girl. Well, I'm glad you called me. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Well, you have a blessed day.
You too, love. Bye.
I love the relationship of these two sisters. I like the dynamic, the respect. One, um, from ex-wife to his first child's mother. I like that, how they're very very loving to each other. They're great support for each other, and they both go through the same things with Bethany. Bethany is very toxic, and she has caused a lot of problems in her own marriage because of these two women and her insecurities with these women. And even when um uh I saw the video with the children, they're going to the mall to get clothes, and Bethany's upset because um they said, "Oh, we can go. Y'all can go get your hair done or whatever, redo your weave and all that kind of stuff." She tried to tell them. She was like, "Mommy, gonna do both of our hair." Shara is a hairstylist. She's a stylist to celebrities. She can do their hair. And oh, I thought that'd be some bonding time. Well, you going shopping with them. Use that as bonding time. They live with you, Bethany. So you can bond anytime with them. Play some games. Keep it lighthearted. Be nicer. That's the bonding time. You're in the home with them. So Shara, they only see Shara what, on the weekends? So to sit up here and say you got a problem, and felt some kind of way and tried to persuade them not to, like Shar shouldn't be doing their hair. That she should be the one to take them to a beautician and get it done. She don't want to. She want her mother to do their hair and her aunt. She's so insecure and she has a problem of Shara's involvement in Brooke's life over her. Bottom line. And that's Shara's child. That's her niece. You do not take precedence, Bethany, over these black women and their children. And it kills me. And we can't sit up there and ignore and act like race isn't a factor. Even if we took it out, it makes it worse when the way she denigrates them, and it hits a soft spot and it's triggering. Excuse me, because of the race. As a white woman, putting down these black women, trying to take over their children. We got too much history on this in a very negative way to overlook that. And this is why she needs to be more compassionate and sympathetic to the history of blacks and whites, and not act like it don't exist and it don't matter when she's addressing these women and addressing them about their children and the way she putting them down and acting like she better and stuff to them. She needs to take all of that into consideration, and she doesn't at all. And this is why I don't understand how Larry can deal with her and the things that she says and just let her go. What, out of fear that she may call the cops or somebody else if he goes off and comes off too strong, and that whole dynamic. Well, then maybe you shouldn't have got married to a white woman if you're afraid to stand up when she's doing wrong, and doing wrong towards your children's mother, doing wrong to other black people, because she don't get like this with white people. And this is a serious problem, and this is why Larry needs to address it. So he wasn't thinking about any of that, and this whole conflicting situation and that whole dynamic. When he married her, he was just so upset and distraught with Shara and the pain of that marriage ending and what she did to him, that it was almost like water in a desert when he met Bethany, and how she soothed that pain, not factoring in how this was going to happen, how this was going to work out in the future, being married to this white woman. There are many multiracial, interracial couples that have went through the dynamics and challenges of life and have worked out in a very loving way with their family, but they make sure that they communicate and they don't ignore the differences in the history of black and white people, and empathetic, and they deal with that. And even white women married to black men and they have children together. Bethany don't have a child with them. Those that even have children with them, they make sure those moms that, they understand I'm raising a black son, or and what that may be like for him over me, and how they got to deal with that, because it's two different worlds. Bethany acts like that doesn't exist when she's dealing with them, and that can't be ignored, and it makes it more volatile and makes the problem more significant in that household. And Larry Reese needs to have that talk. I don't know if they ever had that talk before they got married, um, to see if she can understand that, because she don't. Okay, put in the comments what you think about this in the testifying situation with and what I anything I said. Put in the comments, like, comment, share, and subscribe.